Good morning, this is Jeremy with Easy Logistics. Today I wanted to walk you through our 5 warehouse and fulfillment locations coast to coast in the United States, and kind of what each one of the locations does better and what it's optimized for, and maybe what the benefits of using each location or all of the locations might be for your particular business. And then maybe just talk about the overall benefits of using third-party warehousing and fulfillment centers in general to grow and scale your business, and kind of what that looks like. So let's jump into it. We have 5 total locations coast to coast currently that we've been working with for a long time. The primary West Coast location, we have I think 5 to 6 buildings now in the Los Angeles area, and hundreds of thousands of square feet between all the locations. It is definitely a busier warehouse and fulfillment location in our network, just because of the historic overseas manufacturing and this is definitely optimized for those overseas manufacturing facilities in China and Asia and whatnot to come into, as far as time to market, speed to market, and overall price to market. Some of the benefits of this particular location, like I mentioned before, it's close to the major ports of Long Beach. It's optimized for overseas 3PL services from Asia. It's close to West Coast clients and those major population centers of Los Angeles, California, Arizona, Nevada. So closer transit times, less expensive shipping to those major population centers. The third party, we use 3PL Central as a WMS, which provides super easy integrations and fixed integrations, and an open API for e-commerce systems, ERP systems, third-party sales platforms like Amazon, Walmart.com, Etsy, the list goes on and on and on. So it's really robust and flexible and offers a lot of options. Pretty much anything that can communicate an API can be connected to our warehouse management system. And all these locations, I believe, use the exact same warehouse and fulfillment software, so it can integrate into all of them. And then, of course, less expensive and faster shipping to those major population centers on the West Coast. So if that's the driving force for you, Los Angeles is a really good location. And we have a lot of different campuses there. So as far as services, kitting and assembly, we offer pick and stick, which would just be like pulling your boxes, labeling them or unlabeling them and relabeling them for shipping. No picking and packing or breaking anything. We offer picking and packing services, cross-docking from your import containers to full truckloads or LTL or whatever that looks like. Drayage from the port, which is good. So it can be a fully integrated process and cost. And then overflow storage, if you're seasonal or if you have carrying excess inventory like a lot of companies are currently, we can help with that. And all orders from these facilities ship same day if the orders are in by 2, which is a pretty tall call, but I think we're complying with that. And this is the sister facility of our Edison and Robbinsville, New Jersey facility. So if the coastal markets are key, this would be the network for you. And then a little bit more into maybe the industries that we serve and this warehouse serves. The outdoor industry, bicycles and e-bikes, surf and stand-up paddle boards, vitamins and pharmaceutical industry, home goods, mattresses, which can be fairly complicated, healthcare and hospitality, apparel and shoes, and baby products and pet products are a lot of the core clients that are coming out of this facility. As far as moving right along, I would say our Dallas, Texas, it's actually Carlton, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas, but is very strategically located for a lot of reasons. And it actually has a sister warehouse in Salt Lake City, which could be key for any action sports or outdoor industries, or just industries that are, focused on Utah or those areas in the Mountain West. As far as our Dallas location, we have 200 to 300,000 square feet available currently. Another good reason to maybe consider this facility is that it's close to the southern ports, so that the drayage is inexpensive and it's not too hard to get it into the warehouse. If you are focused on maybe one location that can service everywhere in the United States with a 2-day transit time, this would definitely be one of those locations because it's basically dead set in the middle of the country. As far as they do advertise 99.96% accuracy of orders. You get a dedicated account manager, which I don't think is completely unique to this facility, but if you want one-to-one communication, that can be huge. Mark Cuban, who we all know from Shark Tank, and his other investments, is an investor in this particular facility. So that definitely says a lot. He's got a lot of business acumen and has been super successful. Again, easy integrations, basically anything, API, all the major e-commerce systems, major online resellers like Amazon, Walmart, Etsy, accounting software, ERP software, pretty much any platform that you would want to use and integrate can be integrated via API to these systems. And then we also offer branded packaging here, and it's temp controlled because obviously Dallas can get pretty hot. So if temp control in that region in the south or southwest is important, this could be a good facility for you. Moving on to our Kansas City location, they currently have 500,000 square feet of space available to serve you. One of the things that I think sets this apart from some of the other facilities is it's just a less expensive market. Real estate, labor, housing. So it's the lowest cost basis warehouse and fulfillment center that we have in our network. And I would say it's almost 50% less. It's a little bit harder to get containers to or dray or truckload into, but again, it can provide let's call it 2 to 3 day transit time to almost anywhere in the continental United States at half the cost for storage and fulfillment, maybe even more in some cases. It's rail served, it can offer cross-docking, and it has some huge liquid storage tanks in their new facility that they just moved into. So that's kind of unique and interesting. And because they have so much new square footage in this new campus that they just moved into, they are open to offering discounted long-term and even what we would consider dead storage if you just have products that you need to store before you deal with them or figure out what you're going to do with them, or if you're heavily seasonal, they're open to doing that, which some warehouse and fulfillment centers aren't. They're really optimized towards, activity-based and things that are moving quickly. But if you want a lower cost basis and you need long-term storage, this could be a good option for you. Again, like I mentioned, we have 2 warehouses or 2 locations in the New Jersey area, both in Edison and Robbinsville, New Jersey. If your products are coming in from the eastern seaboard, or if you're shipping heavily to these major population centers in the eastern seaboard, this is a great location for you. Literally, we ran some rate comparisons shipping from the West Coast to the East Coast versus shipping from our New Jersey warehouses to the East Coast, and it was literally 50% less and 2 to 3 times faster transit times, basically along the whole eastern seaboard. Not really important whether it was freight or FedEx, it all came out basically about 50% less and 2 to 3 times faster deliveries. Figure 1 to 3 day transit time at most. Again, like I said, sister facility to the California locations. They have about 300,000 square feet of warehousing and fulfillment space available, close to the major population centers of the East Coast and the Northeast. It's in a FTZ zone, so it has some different things that we can do from a fair trade perspective and I believe customs bonding perspective, but we do that on a case-by-case basis, so get with me and we can look at it. And then it's definitely heavily e-commerce focused. I mean, I think all warehouses are e-commerce focused at this point because it's been such a transition, especially post-pandemic. But this one calls out e-commerce and on all of its material. So if that's important, we can help you with that. And then I would say by using these 2 coastal warehouses, if speed to market and a 1 to 2 day transit time is a must, and you can split your material between 2, that's a great solution because they're very close to the major population centers, 1 to maybe 2 day transit time, and really great service, orders out by same day if you get them in by 2. As far as, what the overall benefit of using warehousing and fulfillment in these 5 locations and growing would be, in my mind, and having done this for a long time, is faster delivery times, overall drastically cheaper shipping costs because you're shipping closer to your end customer, and hopefully in most cases 1 to 2 day transit or same day shipping. You get less transit related handling and in turn damage, especially if you have big cumbersome products where the handling becomes an issue, or in freight. We see a lot of transloading at cross-docking facilities, and each time it gets touched or handled or forklift, there's another opportunity for it to get damaged, especially if it's big and cumbersome and hard to handle. By using a third-party warehouse and fulfillment network, it allows you to scale faster. You don't have to buy extra real estate. You don't have to get another bigger facility to rent if you're growing really fast. Or if you see ebbs and flows or you're seasonal, you're really only paying us for what you're using. So if you're like a lot of our bike and surf clients are very summer centric, and then in the winter they don't really have anything going on. So they're really only paying us for like what's left over, or we can even ship back the remaining inventory during the dead seasons. And then during that peak season, we can scale up with you really quick and get those orders out fast without you having to hire extra people, train extra people, things like that. And then we started in freight, so we have deep discounts and lots of carrier relationships with all the main freight carriers, FedEx, UPS, and even USPS, and can integrate all those shipping services into your preferred platform, or you can use our TMS. And then the software 3PL Central that we use is just super robust. It's all online. It has a lot of API integration, so it's just easy to use, easy to integrate, seamless online, high visibility. And as always, you can grow your empire faster and cheaper and more efficiently with a lower headcount and a small team using this, flexible third-party warehousing and fulfillment infrastructure and our shipping rates. So if these are things that we grapple with on a day-to-day basis. If you're curious about what this would look like or what the economics of it would be or how it works, I have a lot of other videos that I posted about a lot of those matters, but this was kind of an overview of all the warehouses we work with currently and what what they specifically do, what they're maybe best at, and why those particular geographic locations could be better for your business. So I can be reached at 866-854-5341 extension 3, or Jeremy at easylogisticsmanagement.com. If you want to set up a short meeting, I'd be happy to drill into your current process and maybe make suggestions using some or all of our infrastructure. And I hope you're having a great week, and we'd love to talk to you anytime.